The experience of Reuven in this parsha is really fascinating. The Torah says that the brothers were ready to kill Yosef when he came to the brothers, and Reuven convinces the brothers, let's not kill him, let's put him in the pit. And the face of what he was saying to the brothers is, he's going to die anyway, and let it be that we didn't actively kill him. But the pasuk says, "Leman hatzilo so miyadam, lahashivo elaviv," so that he could save Reuven, that he could save Yosef from their hands, to bring Yosef back to his father. And Rashi explains that the Torah is telling us that Reuven's intent the whole time was just to stall. They were very angry at the time. If he would have told the brothers, let's just save Yosef, let's talk about this another day, let's hash it out, why should we kill him, he wouldn't have gotten anywhere. So he says, let's not kill him directly, let's just put him in a pit, and he'll die that way. But the Torah is telling us that his plan the whole time was to come back and save Yosef. Reuven leaves. Medrash explains that he had responsibilities at home with Yaakov. There are other possibilities in the Medrash as well. But in any event, in the interim, while Reuven is gone, the brothers have an idea to sell Yosef as a servant. And Reuven comes back to save Yosef from the pit, and he sees that Yosef is gone. And the pasuk records his tremendous distress at the fact that he's not able to save Yosef anymore. And on this story, the Medrash says a fascinating thing. Ilu havayada, if only Reuven would have known originally, when he just tried to stall to save Yosef, that this Torah would have been written, that this story would have been written in the Torah, he wouldn't have stalled. He would have insisted that they should save Yosef, and he would have carried Yosef out on his shoulders. It's a very strange medrash. So Reuven made whatever decision he made, but if he would have known that it was going to be written about, that people would see, then he would have a whole different perspective. He would have had a whole different attitude. He would have been much more confident. Strange. What does the medrash mean? There's different approaches to this medrash, but the Telzer Rav has a very famous explanation of this medrash. Telzer Rav explains that Reuven didn't understand how important the moment was, that this would be written about in our holy Torah and would be discussed for generations. It's not that Reuven was concerned how would he look in the eyes of future generations. The most important thing is, how does one look in the eyes of God? But Reuven didn't appreciate how seminal a role this would play in the development of the Jewish people. Had Reuven understood how important this moment was, that it would be written about in the Torah and studied for generations, Reuven would have said, this is such an important moment, I can't stall. If I know what's right, I've got to do what the right thing is. I can't just stall and hope to do the right thing later. This is a key moment in the legacy of the Jewish people. So the Medrash is saying that if Reuven would have understood the import of the moment, he wouldn't have been reluctant to push back against the brothers with everything that he had. This is an interesting answer, but it's a very important lesson for life. Who knows? So many times we know what the right thing to do is, but we just don't have the strength. We don't have the determination. We don't have the willpower. We don't have the courage to push back against other people, whatever the context is. Sometimes we don't appreciate how important the moment might be. Most likely it's not going to be written about in the Torah for future generations. But for those of us fortunate enough to have children or grandchildren, who knows what that snapshot of our life will mean to them? How many of us have a recollection of something about a family member, a friend that did something and it clearly took determination, and that's inspired us for years and years? Generally speaking, people don't know that it's going to inspire other people. Generally speaking, people don't know that this might make a difference in our own lives or in the lives of others. The lesson, according to the Telzer Rav of Reuven, is Ilu Havayada. We have no idea how important the thing is. So if we know what's right, let's just do it. Because Who knows? It might be a seminal moment, probably not for the Jewish nation, but for us as individuals, or for our family, or for our community. Maybe it'll be some great merit that'll change everything for the Jewish people. All worthwhile to think about. Have a wonderful Shabbos.